So you get finished with combat. Barnabus has removed the vines off of his person, and through the power of the last remaining apple, he was restored to full health, although he will bear the scars until the end of his days. So let's talk about next steps. What's the next thing that you all do once the battle is done and Barnabus is safe? I'm going to start from top to bottom. Let's talk Hyacinth. What are you up to?
After Barnabus is safe, I think there's still some aspect of just like being like making sure that everyone is actually okay, and also that the plants aren't moving. But it's definitely Hyacinth is not as like I must protect my friends the same way that Calder is, but it's very much a like, okay, I just saw these people get hurt a lot. I need to make sure that they're okay. It's been 3 minutes. I gotta check again.
Oh, because I forgot to do it in the before part, I want to make a quick rules clarification from last time. Meepo couldn't actually use the scroll of Scorching Ray. Spell scrolls, specifically the way it is worded in the player's handbook, if the spell is somewhere on the list for your class, then you are automatically able to cast it unless it's too high of a level, then there's a check. If you are not of a class that can, at least in theory, cast the spell on the scroll, you are incapable of reading it. So, unless, of course, you're a rogue with Use Magic Device, because rogues break all of the rules, that's what they're for. Anyway, moving right along.
Fortunately, the Scorching Ray was more of thematic importance than mechanical one.
Yes. Yes, in fact, mostly it's just, and that's another thing, by the way, the Gulthias tree is a bonfire right now. So obviously you're not going to want to be too close to it, but I'm not going to like, unless someone goes up to hug it, it's not going to be any damage or anything. But the entire grove is illuminated with bright light for the time being. Clarion, what are you up to in the moments after everyone knows that the battle is won and Barnabus is safe?
Kind of going up and sort of half towing, half kicking Belak's corpse while my hand is playing with the crystal whistle.
Just thinking about it.
I have a better candidate for the whistle.
Oh my god, but I could call him Belfred.
We'll consider it. The moment you say Belfred, I'm like,
maybe.
I don't hate that idea, and I know.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Just continue.
No, I was waiting for you to continue.
I'm waiting because you said top to bottom. I'm waiting.
By all means, we're a little bit out of order. That's fine. I'm very curious as to what Echo's going to say. But at the moment, yeah, Calder, what is your immediate response after this?
With the battle apparently done, and with our paranoid anti-shrubbery force already very vigilant, I will cast Mage Hand and begin the time-honored adventuring tradition of gently checking the bodies for traps and for any other surprises, making sure everything is still dead.
Poke. What is Echo
Fondling the
up
corpse
to?
for science.
What is Echo up to after this? Now, Echo, if I recall, was actually knocked to 0 HP by Barnabus in the last round of combat there.
Yep. So we had the group hug with Barnabus, and now everybody's kind of like taking the time, checking the perimeter, checking the bodies, mulling over raising a zombie. I'm going to, now that Barnabus has calmed down, I'm going to turn around, run to Meepo, pick him up, spin around, be like, "I was so good! You used the scroll! You did it!" Ah! magic in you after all, Meepo.
He has red scales. There's probably red dragon heritage somewhere.
And I'm just gonna I'm riding the adrenaline high of not being dead.
You all have full control over your tokens right now. You should be able to move about freely without needing any sort of permission from me. Where are we off to, friends?
So you checked the corpses for traps, but have we checked them for loot?
Well, that was my implication. Is I would never deign as to actually pilfer a body for loot, but absolutely, I'm checking the body.
The loot, the warrant, yes. So let's go ahead and talk loot. There are 3 bodies that have loot on them. Sherwin, the mage, Sir Bradford, the paladin, and of course, Belak himself. Who are we?
The signet ring.
Yes, and of course, you do get the signet rings of both of them. That will be in the parcel. Which are we getting first?
The mage.
Yeah, I'm still by Belak, so I'll.
Excellent.
Calder is going about the map, giving everyone a hug. Apparently,
We're gonna go ahead and say, okay, so Hyacinth, you find on Sharwin's body not a whole lot, unfortunately. You find a spell book and, of course, a signet ring. I am both in just a moment. Where's the character sheet? There's the party sheet. I am dropping both in the chat and into the parcel items, which, by the way, some of which still need to be distributed. That is Sharwin's stuff. Now, Clarion, you said that you were taking stuff
might as well
off of What you find is 2 vials of antitoxin. You will be able to figure out what they are, no problem. You find a key. You find not 3, but 2 potions of healing, because one of them was used in combat. And you find a wand made out of what looks like an uncut branch. But it is clearly a wand that does a thing, and that's what that is made of. So I'm going to go ahead and drop that in there as well, and I will drop that also into the party inventory.
Hey, Calder, what do you think this sticky thing does?
let me examine it, and I might be able to tell you.
Hyacinth looks up and is just glaring at the stick.
So Meepo approaches Sir Bradford's body and crouches down and takes a good long look at Bradford's sword. And the chat last time, more or less overwhelmingly, decided that Meepo is going to be a paladin going forward from here. And because of your financial generosity, Meepo is also going to be a level 2 paladin when we start. So Meepo picks up this sword, which is about as long as he is. It looks like a normal person carrying a greatsword. Like it's not like disproportionately large for him. It's not like he's carrying a claymore, right? This is a long sword that he will have to wield in 2 hands. And he looks at it, and he looks up at all of you, and he kind of rigs up the straps on his back so that the sword lays across his back. And because Meepo isn't like fully bipedal, he doesn't stand up straight. He hunches forward as a dragon touched race would, or species would. The sword does not drag on the ground or anything. It actually looks like it kind of fits him weirdly. As much as
great on you.
As much as a great sword would fit a half-orc barbarian, this long sword actually seems to fit him fairly well. Bradford also has on him, no, just that. Now, Shatterspike is a well-known weapon. It is known and has been used by paladins throughout the ages, essentially. Shatterspike is a +1 longsword that also deals an automatic critical hit anytime you attempt to attack an object. Attack an object.
Right here.
Attack an object, it does automatic critical hit damage to that object. That is why it bears the name Shatterspike. And that is apparently Meepo's weapon now, since he's the only one who's really interested in a longsword at this point. So, Sir Meepo, I agree. And believe me...
Bradford also have a signet ring?
Bradford also does have a signet ring. I'm going to hand wave that because it's not in the parcel, but yes, he does have a signet ring. You have now collected all of the signet rings that you need.
All right, cool.
Erky, how are you feeling?
I'm sorry. There's one more thing that I forgot to neglect, or that I neglected to mention.
Forgot to neglect.
Shut up. On Belak's body is a sickle, and the sickle radiates pretty powerful magic as well. So I will go ahead and grab that and put it into the parcel as well. So, what are folks doing? Where are folks going?
I'm going to examine the wand that was...
Yeah, I'm going to hand the wand over to the sticky thing. She's still...
I'm not sure
mad at it.
how identifying magical items works, so just give me an Arcana check.
Sure.
If it's
I'm gonna play with
attunable,
the sickle.
yeah, once you attune, you know everything about it.
Oh, that's
Otherwise,
fair.
you need an identify spell, I believe, to get all the nitty-gritty details.
Got it.
That sure is magic.
Well, I can at least give you an idea.
What
I
did
didn't
you
actually
roll?
roll in the pile, but I rolled a nat 20.
Aw.
Oh, F for you.
Since it's not a hugely momentous roll, I'll go ahead and give you the high check, no problem. So you know that this wand is not for you.
Yeah.
That said, wands don't necessarily wands can be used by anyone who can use a magical item. So you can still use it if you want to just try using it and expending a charge at something. You could probably figure it out, but unfortunately you're not able to just look at it and decide what it does. But you are able to determine how to activate it.
I mean, you do have a burning tree right there. That's not going to hurt if you hit it.
Calder will aim to the right of the tree, in that open area next to it, not close enough to the burning tree, but not far enough away. I'm suspecting it's some sort of nature magic thing.
Oh no, nature magic from a druid with a natural looking branch wand? No way. You point the wand, you spend a charge, and it casts the entangle spell.
Oh, I can move other people.
You know what would be really fun?
What's that?
You know what would be really fun? And I know that this is probably not a thing that could happen, but at the same time, this is Clarion. Clarion kind of gently takes it back and be like, this would make a really good flute if it was turned. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
A flute that would cast entangle.
But yes, so you
probably break it.
You point. Yes, that's probably true. You point the wand. You spend a charge, and the area of brush in the spot that you pointed at, becomes overgrown immediately with ropey vines that wrap and twist around each other, and you just don't want to imagine what it would have been like to be inside it as that happened.
Thorny, I imagine.
This could be useful.
So, what now, friends?
Well,
we
this
need a
is-
rest.
Right, this is what we all came down here for. Kill Belak, find the last people you were looking for, find out what happened to Barnabus.
And we have two bodies here that likely don't deserve to be here, and Belak.
I think
Yeah,
I would like to.
definitely wanna-
I think I will stay behind and tend to the dead.
Stay behind.
So that's that. So Erky Timbers, who still exists, god damn it.
Mm-hmm.
Erky.
Some of us recognize his voice.
Erky Timbers sort of steps up and says, I think I will tend to the dead here and make sure that the Gulthias tree is destroyed entirely. I know that we haven't always seen eye to eye on everything, but I really appreciate everything that you all have done for me and for helping me find my friends.
Calder will pull out a scrap parchment and will run his fingers over it to write he's writing a quick letter of recommendation, and then will like take his signet ring and like a bit of wax and will warm the wax off the fucking fires of the Gulthias tree.
Nice.
Fuck that thing.
Absolutely
And
nice.
Seal the letter, hand it to Erky. If you're ever in my family's lands, show this and show this to a guard, and they will make sure that you are taken care of by my word.
Thank you. His eyes look hollow and haunted and dead, like someone whose friends have just died and was almost digested by a giant goddamn frog.
Do we need to go
We
further
saved
in?
him.
You
Is
did
there
save him.
anything further in?
I said almost.
I don't know if there's anything further in, but there's a really fancy dragon door that we did manage to
Yeah.
get the key
So
for.
so there's not in this area, and again, you are welcome to explore at your leisure at this point. You can move around your tokens as much as you want. This is an enclosed area. There isn't anything else to find here. So if you are heading back up, there are three primary places that you looked at and considered, but did not actually enter. One was a locked door just to the north of this grove.
Oh yeah, the locked door.
One was a shrine to some kind of dragon. And one was, of course, the dragon door, which is where this whole thing sort of started.
Yeah, the shrine
we're
that we
definitely
weren't
gonna
supposed
open that
to
door.
touch.
We were warned to avoid the shrine.
Indeed.
Yes.
I don't know if I
But
want to
this-
avoid it anymore.
This north door
though.
here, we're opening it. We're
That
just gonna.
that north
Yeah,
door is
what-
super locked.
Well, we still have that scroll of knock.
We do.
Well, we
Yeah.
also don't have to care about
It's
subtlety,
super
so we can
locked
just,
because I tried and fucked up. Okay.
we also don't have to care about subtlety anymore.
That's
But I
true.
never care
Hitting
about
it.
subtle-
With my spear.
Someone
I was going to
someone
say,
did
no,
just
no, Meepo, poke it with your sword.
Why can I not move my character? I am stuck by the tree. I have been
Why are you
entangled.
I don't know why you're stuck. I'll move you.
I successfully moved you
Oh, there you
earlier. I
go.
don't know if that changed anything.
That was me.
Oh,
I
maybe-
did that.
Okay. So here we are. Yeah, Meepo will totally be able to slice and dice the door. I'm not going to make a roll or anything. He just goes, oh, Meepo, try. And just, you get almost a hint of what might in the future develop into a divine smite. But of course, he's not there yet. The door that you just picked up a key off of Belak for does indeed explode open. Meepo is easily able to cut down the door that you could have easily bypassed with the key that you just picked up off of the boss. Good job. The door is
Much more
open.
fun.
No
So-
one will
Well,
ever be
the
able
other
to lock
response
this
is, of
door
course we have a
again.
key. We gave it to Meepo.
So yes, what you find is box text.
Box text, box text.
Box
God, it's box
text. A layer of soil covers the floor. Rough wooden shelves filled with a scattering of tomes and scrolls line the north and east walls, and a rough-hewn desk stands in the center of the chamber. Fungus on the ceiling provides light, apparently in sufficient quantity to nourish several small bushes and pale saplings that grow in the soil. Of course, most of the places where there were saplings are no longer saplings because you slaughtered them.
Cool.
Yay.
So,
I
No
guess we
more plant
grab
life.
the tomes and scrolls.
how about I get anybody who is going into the room and looking for stuff, go ahead and position yourself and give me a wisdom. Actually, no, give me I guess it would be an investigation check.
Will you move me into the room? I can move everybody else but me.
You can only move other people? Okay, hold on.
I can move Barnabus just fine.
I'm gonna go ahead and delete you off of the thing. Wow.
Oh,
wow.
Me and Echo,
Those
we're
are
so
books,
good at
all right. Those are definitely some books. There's a book over there. Who rolled first? That
was better.
amazing. Okay, so I need everyone. Hold on. I need everyone to pause for a moment because a thing is going to happen.
I didn't do anything.
Okay. All right. I need everybody to please pause for a moment. Everyone good? Okay. So, Barnabus is not going into that room. He doesn't care about books. So, let's talk a little bit. You rolled a wonderful natural 1 on your thing. So you find a book, and this book is totally the best book. Like, you can tell a book by its cover. You know that the book that you picked is going to be the best and most valuable book. You open it up, and the first words you read are, "Congratulations, you're reading an explosive rune." I need reflex saves from everyone currently in the room. That includes Calder. Or that includes Clarion.
Oh no, see now we get
So dex
you said a
saves?
reflex
I need
save?
dex dex saves, not reflex. I'm still 3rd edition. Now, Clarion, I am going ahead and adding back in.
This is the best. Oh.
All of our stupid came back after we finished the battle.
Jen, are you
Nice.
able to pick up and move Clarion now? Hey, that's a 20.
Yay!
I think it went with explosive.
Okay.
Explosive root.
So you rolled a 1 and then rolled a 20.
A 1 and then
read
a
it,
20.
And
Amazing.
then you chucked
Isn't
it,
that
and the
just-
rest of us
So the room immediately fills up with a sound and feeling that is very familiar. It in fact feels and sounds an awful lot like Calcrix's breath. A blizzard erupts in the room, dealing a
Not
good.
my token now.
watch me die again.
You can't move yours now. Weird.
Nope.
We didn't heal ourselves at all.
Yeah, I didn't hear any healing happening.
We didn't
Let's
heal. We didn't do a rest.
let's go ahead and deal some damage to folks. I'm
Oh, and
dealing
fast
these
rounds of
each
scratch.
individually. Actually, no. Yeah, I'm dealing these each individually. Who failed?
Princess of poor decisions.
My
What was the
fantasy grounds
DC?
just crashed,
Oh,
so I
good
guess
point. The
it's
DC
over
was
for me.
12.
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't fail.
Did everyone
So
succeed?
just Calder. Just Calder failed.
Calder was outside, so I'm not gonna make him make it.
Then we all succeeded.
No,
Okay.
I wanted to be in the room. I was only outside because I failed.
Oh,
to
because
move
you
the
failed.
token.
Oh, okay, got it. So Calder fails his save. I appreciate your willingness to take this damage and stick by what you said you were gonna
My
do.
God, I will suffer the consequences of my actions.
All right, so Calder will take 22 damage and will immediately drop.
Is it half on a save?
It is half on a save, yes.
Then I also drop.
Yes. So go ahead and take 11 damage, each of you who saved. Hey, would you be so kind as to describe to us
How do I put 11
what
damage in there?
you can go to your wounds and just add 11 to whatever the number on wounds is.
That's not
Would you be so kind as to describe to us what this looks like when you open this very, very good and best book in the entire library?
Okay, so it definitely started. Guys, I found something cool. I think it says you're reading explosive. Light's not good in here. Explosive runes. That sounds stupid. And then just like yep.
All right, so I'm
Why
back in
does it
fantasy
hurt?
grounds, but I have no map.
I got you because you disconnected and reconnected. Yeah, I got you. So Calder is unconscious.
Yep.
Echo is unconscious. Barnabas just shakes his head.
I have no magic left, so
We
I
just
guess
got 2 healing potions.
Yes, we're going to be doling out the healing potions.
Hey, Erky.
Oh God!
Now-
Guys, I'm so good at finding things. Holy shit! I got this cool odd.
I like
It's
to think.
gone.
I did roll an
I like
18
to
on my
think-
search check before the room exploded.
Yes, and you will be
I-
receiving a thing for that in just a moment.
I would like to think the reason that Echo also got a 2 on their investigation is that they were reaching for a book when the explosion went on.
Yeah, I mean that must have happened because I got a 2 as well. So we
So-
were in there going,
Okay,
cool.
Calder, you find 2 things. One, there's a cubby hole that has some gold and some gems in it, which I am putting into the team inventory. I'm also putting it into the chat so that you can see what it is. And you also find a tome that you open up, and it looks really fascinating. Actually, it kind of it not only does it track the weather patterns of the surrounding area going back several decades, but it also has some really interesting thoughts on druidic lore. You figure it's probably pretty valuable, and I'm going to go ahead and drop that again in both places.
How much healing does the healing potion give?
If it's standard, it's 2d4 plus 2.
Yeah, it should be. Did I put it in there? It should be in the party sheet.
So then we need to.
Yeah.
You guys need to heal.
It is indeed
you're
2d.
still dying.
It is indeed 2d4 plus 2. If you want to just roll the 2d4, that's fine. I can just delete the things. It's all good. So that's 9 healing to whom?
2. I was rolling it for myself. I'm not applying
Perfect.
it to myself because I'm unconscious, but
Right.
Clarion said they were.
All good.
Yeah, I'm like.
And in fact, Calder, go ahead and roll 2d4 as well to represent you drinking a healing potion as well, and I will delete both of those off of the list. You will take 6 points of healing, and you will wake up going, my God, that was cold.
Ow!
I found this book.
Echo's just gonna walk out of the room. Nope, I'm done. I'm done with books. I had that one
Yeah.
really great time with books, and now it's done.
And y'all said I couldn't find traps.
So if you
Hyacinth, can you come here for a second?
Yeah.
I'm going to feebly swipe at Hyacinth with the book.
I'm gonna dodge the shit out of that.
Of course you will. But it's like, "Nyeh."
go ahead and once again freely move your tokens. This was one room that you found. You find an excellent little bit of lore and some gold, and a whole lot of cold damage.
What's happening right now is that Clarion has stumbled out of the room and has been like, you know, that's enough adventuring for a while. Good night, and just passes out.
Oh no.
We're asleep here?
Just right here. Yep, right outside the room. Yep. I have very little health, and I did not take a potion.
Clarion, there is very good company and very bad food only a short walk away.
I am you're gonna have to drag me because I'm like, no, I don't want to go into any more rooms.
I'll put a foot
could-
and a foot, and then like
No.
just walk.
You could just, use the whistle on Bellafuck and have him carry the heavy stuff.
Turn into a bear. Just carry us around.
Can he actually do that? You hear from just down here. Can he actually still turn into a bear? Could I have a dead bear?
No, I don't think so.
The next place,
It's not worth the effort.
you all were interested in. Go ahead, Em.
My map disappeared for some reason.
I got you.
The
Apparently
exploding
I
runes
keep
took up the map.
Apparently, I just keep headbutting against the force field that is the stairwell.
Oh, right. You can go all the way to the other side of it. Right? Because that's the one that went down and then up. So
Does it allow us to place our characters?
I got you.
You can sort of imagine
I
this
got
is
you,
exactly
friends.
what Lariat, like acts when he's completely drunk. It's like, no, I don't want to move no more. It's your fault.
Hyacinth, stop moving around so I can move you.
I did nothing.
Wily, that one.
Can't catch me.
There.
All right, so
Okay.
we're not fucking with the shrine, yes?
Technology
We
problems
are
in this economy.
Sleeping. We are going to sleep.
So yes,
Echo is not fucking with the shrine.
did Meepo translate the
I
shrine?
want to fuck with the shrine.
He
but-
did.
Yeah, Meepo did translate the shrine.
It
But
said
he's not
something
actually-
like "Let the sorceress light illuminate my soul" or something like that. Was the inscription?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Cool.
Ooh.
Not interested enough to care. Let's move on.
Moving
Why won't
the
it-
fuck on. Okay.
It won't let me.
No. This is
There we
it
go.
for the Grove.
I am prepared to receive the consequences of whatever ignoring that shrine entails.
Totally. So I'm actually going to take down the Grove map because you aren't here anymore. You will make your way back up to the top, and I assume making your way more or less directly to the dragon door, or are you sleeping? You're sleeping.
Sleeping,
We're gonna
sleeping in the
pass-
among goblin company. Yes.
We
Excellent.
are going
Sleeping
to
in the
take a
goblin area.
long rest because otherwise
The goblins,
everyone's gonna die and there's no way to heal them.
the goblins go full ding dong. The witch is dead for you. Like they are super duper happy to not be attached to this madman any longer.
Do we have zombie Belak? Did we do that?
I did
I
not
didn't
hear Clarion actually
do
blow the
that.
whistle.
I can
And
always go back down.
and yes, it is entirely possible for you to raise yet another zombie intentionally this time in front of another cleric. It is totally doable. Yes.
It's
Speaking of which,
fine.
does Erky come up at any point while we're resting for the
No.
next 8 hours?
He's got a lot of work to do and he's very small.
Is he gonna be trying to bury Belak?
He is going to be burying all of the
Belak-
bodies.
Belak is technically buried already. We just gotta throw a little bit of
That's
extra
true.
dirt on
Calder
that.
kind of took care of that when it comes right down to it.
Like
Nice
you
and
take it,
calm.
like
If
kick
I
the dirt in
blow
the face.
the whistle and think really hard, will he just come popping the back up and scare the fuck out of poor Erky?
Okay, I am
Don't do
applying.
that. We like Erky.
I have
I like Erky.
I have applied a long rest to all of you.
Woo!
So you should be good to go. You sleep. It is safe. The food is bad but filling, as Calder said.
I'm
And
no longer a whiny bastard.
you wake up, and I assume you make your way towards the entryway and towards where the dragon door was. Do you do anything in the interim?
It definitely starts like this. Hey guys, we have that key for that dragon door that was giving us problems, but there was that shrine in the basement, and I'm kind of curious.
I'm really curious about the shrine.
I am.
I mean,
I am curious about the dragon door. What is the opposite of curious regarding the shrine?
Antipathetic?
Uncaring?
bored.
No. That would
Bored,
imply
you're
that I
dead.
don't care. I do care, but I want to deliberately avoid it forever.
Your dad.
That's a dig at my out of character parent.
I think that was a dig at your in-character dad.
That was
No, my dad would very
entirely
much.
your
That's the
character,
thing. My dad
Dad.
would very much care about the shrine. He would take it and uproot it and put it in the living room.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, but I want nothing to do with your dad.
Over
In
the
my
course of the night,
that's
telling
true.
the goblins what happened. Can we get any more information about the shrine from the goblins that worked down there?
Yeah, sure. A goblin will tell you that there's something there that'll bite you if you get too close to it. Like most goblins, it's kind of a rumor or an urban legend around the goblins at this point because goblins have much shorter generations. There's something there that'll hurt you if you get too close.
Oh,
That's-
that's enough for me. I don't want to go back.
That's their thing. But they don't know what it is because none of them. You can't actually find someone who's actually been there.
I have a great idea.
Oh, this is great. Let's go.
Let's raise Belford, him into the shrine.
Yeah, but
Ah, I see. Someone is very curious about something.
I have slept, so yes, I am very curious. This is how I got into trouble in college. I mean, just ask him.
what do you think, what do you think, Meepo?
Meepo is not going to be giving any particularly good input at this point. He is overwhelmed by the fact that he just has one of the world's most famous swords strapped to his back.
And we're all cool with it.
Yeah.
You find him swinging it around every now and then, like, I can't believe I have this thing. Kind of like any of us would be if we suddenly had a lightsaber.
I'll talk to him. And
I have
say
a
that,
lightsaber.
God, I hope he doesn't cut his
My-
leg
I
off.
do
I
that.
happen to know some of the finest warriors in the realm, and if he'd be willing, I could take him upside and have him properly trained.
He seems amenable to the idea.
How about you, Barnabas? You want to go back down in the crazy basement?
He just stares at you.
We'll take that as a no. Look,
Expressionless.
I get it. You and me, Clarion, we understand how curiosity works in real life.
We
Um,
do. Oh my god.
The story would be good,
Yeah.
but it's a 2 to more than 3. So
Echo just points at like the 30 some goblins behind them going,
that's why I said more than 3. The people in the back keep moving. I can't count that many. Just not enough fingers.
What are we going
I
to
kind
do
of
with?
sneak
I'll
over to
turn
him
to
and
Echo.
be like,
So, what are you going to do, oh war chief?
right.
I sneak over to M and I'm like, we can keep working on them as we go to the dragon door.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean,
You know Calder gets weird when you give him booze, so it might work.
Yeah.
I only drink good booze.
That's what he thinks.
So what are we up to, friends?
How dare you?
I was there, okay.
so I tell the goblin,
there.
I tell the goblins to start getting packed, anything that they can take with them, start packing up to take with them. The Citadel doesn't hold anything for them anymore. For if people want to come back to Neverwinter with me, then I'd be willing to take them with me at takeoff dawn the next day. We should be done with the Dragon Door by then, right? I ask everyone.
Probably, unless if it goes horribly, horribly bad.
Which is always a
As
possibility.
much as I complain, I know that my family would welcome the presence of your tribe.
And the goblins are remarkably industrious once they are under a war chief who points them in the right direction and motivates them properly. Goblins can be extraordinarily cunning and extraordinarily good, or extraordinarily industrious. So yeah, they're going to be able to pack up and get ready to go very, very quickly. It turns out they didn't have a whole lot of stuff here to keep.
Yep.
There's
Get
always
ready, spend the
more shiny stuff out there somewhere.
Yep, spend the day, meet at, I'd say, whatever part of the surface that they usually go to when they're doing raids at the surface by dawn the next morning, and we'll take off from there.
Would we want to meet at night instead of morning? Do goblins do better at night?
No, they get there over the night, and then we leave in the morning.
Oh. But we're out in the sunlight. That was my question.
Sunlight is more of a kobold thing than a goblin thing.
Okay.
We're gonna get
goblins
Meepo an
can
umbrella.
live underground, but they're not.
Wait,
like,
he needs a
Underdark
visor. Like,
What was that, Jeff?
Cute parasol.
adapted. Like kobolds, like
Sunglasses.
goblins can live underground and in caves, but they're not Underdark adapted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you make your way back out, and by the way, any kobolds, yes, a parasol, that's the word I was looking for. Any kobolds that you meet with as you are wandering about the Citadel are treat you as though you are, a kind, like they are a little bit deferential, they're a little bit awed by you, but they're clearly not hostile, they are clearly friendly.
We should probably,
yeah.
if the goblins are clearing out, we should probably tell Ustrael.
Let's tell her as we're leaving.
Yeah. Like after
You
we
will-
finish the dragon door, then we like
We can
have
tell
fun
her with
for your entire keep by yourself, lady.
You will find that Ustrael has gotten over the sting of being refused by Meepo, and will be a little bit more amenable going forward. She was just stinging from a blow to her pride at that exact moment. Look at all the Meepo emotes, the Meepotes. I love them. I love the Meepotes.
Boats.